Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to import fancy looking doors and windows to dress it up a little bit without you having to take all the time to make a fancy door. You obviously could, but I'm just going to show you how to, the point of this video is to show you how to use the 3D warehouse and to add components and materials. But first, there's one thing I turned off earlier in another video was my axes. I'm going to turn these back on simply because I want to reorient myself, X, Y, and Z. So red axis would be X, Y would be the blue, and Z would be the green, the depth. So anyway, just want to orient myself with the axes, and I think I'm going to show you how to do a door back here. So that's what I'll do first. And I want to get rid of these lines that I made. So I'm simply going to erase those and oops, I should have first pushed this in. Would have been a little bit easier. So I think I should do this. Just take this edge, push it back on face. I'm not doing any clicking right. I'm waiting for it to say on face. Okay, now that it's flush, now I can erase it and it won't give me any troubles. So there we go. All right. Next, we're going to go to the 3D warehouse. I'm going to type in door. Let's go look at other people's projects on 3D warehouse. Many people have shared many projects, hundreds of thousands of projects, probably millions in here by now. So let's find a door that I like. I like let's see here. I just saw one earlier that I really liked, and now I don't see it. I was in here like 10 minutes ago. There it is. I just want the one with some windows. Let's do that. And then I'll scroll down here, hit download. Now watch how it follows my mouse. I'm not doing any clicking yet. I'm just going to bring it up right here where I want it. Sometimes it'll snap correctly for you, and you'll be like, presto, on the very first try it works. And then other times it doesn't. So I'm just going to get close to what I think. I'll hit click it to put it there. But now I know I'm not deep enough, like it's still sticking out. I want it to be kind of embedded here. And I probably could have left that frame and made the frame around it. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and do this quickly to show you. Now moving it precisely. The shift key is your friend when you've got this move tool turned on, because then it'll let you glide along the green, red, and blue axis rather than it just kind of floating and changing all three at once. So for example, I want this to go back, but I don't want it to go up and down. It looks like it's the right height. So I want it to go along the green axis. I'm going to hold down shift while I push, and therefore it stays on that axis. Oops. Let me get like this here and see if I can get it to work. Holding down shift, and there it goes. Now it's looking good. And let's take a look now. Let's see what we got. Alright, that looks good. So I don't have to do anything else. If I wanted to move it left or right, I'd just come at it from this angle, hold down my shift, and I'd slide this way. Yeah, maybe I want to slide it just a little bit. I'm holding my shift. Oops, I pulled it on the green axis as well. Alright, so that's what I wanted to show you. I'm not going to take the time to do all of these. You guys can find windows if you want. You can keep the windows that you have, that's fine. But I just want to show you one more thing, and that's the, yeah, that looks good. Then I want to show you the components. Most of you have already found this just by playing around. But let's go down here to components, or excuse me, materials. Components would be this one. Materials, and if you click on the search, let's say I want to find bricks. Oh, there it is. So they have a brick or roofing material. Let's see here. I don't see the roofing material. There it is, roofing. So you can pick any kind of roofing that you want and so forth. And just play around with it until you find something that you like. Anyway, the point I'm getting at here is just prettying up the house here with some materials on the outside. You can do so on the inside as well. And now, one more thing I want to show you to finish this video off. Once you get your house looking nice and pretty, and of course I've got to put those, bring these beams back down. Remember my supports. I need to do that. In fact, just to remind you how to do that, I'm going to click on this, and then I go over here to the bottom and it says on face. Now I know that I'm at the right height, and I'm just going to do that. Okay, and then of course pretty everything up. Maybe I'd make those bricks and do it. I might add like a nice window that's a half circle on this end, just to let some more light in. I might even do that over here. Once you get the house looking good, maybe you want to add a swimming pool. What I'd like you guys to do is add a swimming pool or maybe a skateboard park with a half pipe or whatever, next to your house. And then when you're finished, the really important thing on this tool is to use that 3D warehouse. Once you've saved everything, and you go ahead and purge, that's no worries. Then you're going to go to the 3D warehouse, and I want you all to do this, upload. And then you're going to make it public, maybe a little description about your house. Anyway, you hit upload, and once you upload it to the warehouse, you're creating a positive presence online with your name, so that when people search for you on Google or anywhere, they just search your name, they might come across this in the results, maybe in the top 10 or 20 or 30 results. This might pop up and they'll be like, oh, this person on their free time, they like to build things, design, maybe architecture, maybe they're interested in building or engineering, whatever it is. And it's a positive on your name. It's building a positive presence. So maybe future employers, you're in an interview process and you're narrowed down to the final 2 people, and they're looking online after the interview both of you. You're both equal in all areas, and so then the human resource department is trying to narrow it down and give one of you the job. Maybe when they do a search for the 2 of you, when they search your name, they find some projects that you've built online. And maybe when they search the other person, all they see are pictures of them partying and holding beer cans in their hands and all that. And, which one is going to look like they use their free time to be a little bit more productive or just do things that are healthier habits, and they're less likely to call in sick. So I think you get the point. It's a positive presence you're building online when you're putting your model, you're publishing your model on the 3D warehouse. So anyway, that's it for this video. I want you guys, when you're finished, then to publish yours to the 3D warehouse.